the Loki
Loki.
season 2 trailer smashed records. I think it's one of the most, if not the most viewed Marvel Disney Plus trailer, um, which is well deserved. I think this is, we would agree, the best Disney Plus Marvel show. It has the most significance. I think it just has the best writing, the best character portrayals. What
Yeah.
did you think of the trailer?
I thought the trailer was sick. I'm not even gonna lie with you. I am so excited for this. It
Hmm.
actually can't be understated.
Right.
Cannot be understated. I want to see this series so bad. It's actually bad. Loki season 1 was so good that I don't see how they can top this with that season.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We got a scarier Miss Minutes.
Way scarier.
Bro, Miss Minutes got huge, man.
That's what I'm
She got
saying.
kind of thick, man.
She's hoping. I hope I look like her after a few months. Like
Ah.
it's
um,
insanity, man. Uh, I cannot understate how good it looked too.
it looked
VFX
really good.
wise, lower budget than Secret Invasion, mind you. Lower budget, and it looked infinitely better.
Loki just has a good, like, aesthetic. Like, it makes sense for the character. It has a good feeling.
Mm,
Like, you know what I'm saying? It just has that feeling that works for the show. Alex, from the trailer, what do you gather that the plot is going to be? Do you have some inclination of what's going on here?
I think it's going to be a thing that Victor Timely has come up with a device that would eventually inspire a device that the TVA would make to
Hmm.
restabilize the multiverse
Okay.
back to creating a sacred timeline.
Do you think Victor Timely himself is He Who Remains?
No, I think it's another variant of Kang.
Okay. So there's a couple things here. Sylvia's obviously left her position as She Who Remains.
Now she's a McDonald's worker. It's like,
McDonald's
hey,
worker.
respect it. I respect it. Okay,
Respect it.
I,
They
I
got a
work
Loki
customer
sauce.
service.
So
I
you
get
see they
it.
got a Loki sweet and sour sauce or whatever coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Um yes. So she's left that position. We see the Citadel, right, with Kane still dead. Um what I will say, it seems okay. Some of this is stuff I know, and some of this is stuff that I'm speculating. Seemingly, the end of season one's a throw off, right? It tried to throw us off.
Yeah.
It seems like this is the same Mobius. I almost said Morbius. Mobius.
I know. They look very similar.
The same Mobius from all of the from the entirety of season one.
Yep.
However,
Intriguing.
this TVA believes that Kane, or He Who Remains, is the one behind the TVA. And that was the original thing with the TVA. The Timekeepers were not a thing until He Who
Yep.
Remains. When he originally started the TVA, it was him who created it. And he brainwashed everybody. And that's when the Timekeepers came into place. Because you remember how we see Loki use in the trailer? He uses the thing to take down the wall that shows that has the Timekeepers, and we see the Timekeepers' heads on the floor.
Yeah.
Loki, presumably, I think, is going to kill the Timekeepers again and show who's really behind it all again.
Mm.
Just to reestablish that he knows somewhat what's going on. That device that you see, you were right. It's called the Time Loom.
Yep.
Now, I'm starting to understand, because I still don't know what the fuck's happening with the multiverse. So it's explained, and we have to remember the TVA is very propaganda based.
Yep.
Right. The sacred timeline is multiple timelines pulled together that run congruently, right?
Yeah.
In a circular thing. So it continues to happen over and over again. Time. Right. So what happened was, right, when the multiverse collapsed essentially, which is bullshit because I think the multiverse was already a thing, and the sixth,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So when that happened, the 616 then started to splinter off and is now interacting with the multiverse, right?
Yeah.
So I think in the show we will learn that there are multiple sacred timelines technically,
Mhm.
and that they are all now intertwined and interacting with each other. And this is not good for He Who Remains type of variants. This is what the Council of Canes want.
Yeah.
But we will continue to learn that this will ultimately lead to the destruction of the multiverse, and that this is not a good thing. And yeah, and another thing, you know the scene at the end of the trailer with like the TVA are fighting,
Yeah.
seemingly like Loki. I'm not gonna say who. Someone else is leading a TVA, and Loki, Mobius, and Sylvie are fighting the person who's leading that TVA with their own TVA agents. So we're gonna see TVA on TVA.
Hmm. Would you mind typing in our private chat? Ooh.
Sure.
Ooh, interesting. Plot twist. Oh, there's more? Oh, God. Not a plot twist anymore.
Nah.
Okay.
Which makes me think Loki's gonna have to make a really hard decision with certain character.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe he won't. Maybe it'll be an easy decision. You never know.
Okay, I do have a question. Do you think they're gonna rekindle the love thing again, or
God, I hope not.
like?
God, I hope not. Because I'm sorry. No matter how you slice it, that's incest.
I don't even know. Like, it's worse than incest.
Yeah, that's self-cest, bro.
It doesn't like. Okay, I love Loki, but it was the one thing I'm like, what is happening? Because I remember when we would discuss it, we're like, there's no way they're doing this, right? They're actually making a love romance thing here. Um, Especially when like they already alluded to the fact that Loki like is bi.
Yeah.
Like they could have done something interesting there, but like I don't know. It just makes no sense. They could be
Yeah.
platonic, but they don't have to be
Narcissism, bro, at its finest. He's in love with literally himself.
himself. It makes sense with the characters. Just like stop it.
What sense does it make? That's weird.
He's very narcissistic. He's so narcissistic. He would like himself.
Hmm, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see that whole dynamic between Mobius, Sylvie, and Loki. Very likable characters. All right, what do you think is up with Kane?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if Mr. Victor Timely knows he's a variant or not. I don't know. I'm very intrigued to see how King or He Who Remains or Victor Timely or very curious to see how he's going to be used in this season.
Yeah, what's also interesting to me is why is Ravonna and Miss Minutes going to him out of all the variants, right? Again,
Yeah.
it makes me think that he is the next He Who Remains. And
Mhm.
that's, again, the circular thing. I think this has played out numerous times. This same thing.
Yeah.
this is the time though that it's broken, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
because he who remains says he's going to end up in that same exact spot. Um, so I'm really curious to see how it plays out. I just we also had the thing where Loki was like spazzing out,
Yeah,
where
like
he was
warping all over the place.
time warping between different places, and in the TVA, which I think now what's happened is that the TVA is technically now in space and time.
You know what I'm saying? Now the TVA is just broken.
Right, right.
Someone got to turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, someone's gonna fix it. Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go, this whole thing, but I am really excited because it's gonna lead into Deadpool 3. What's going on with that?
Yep.
Um, and I want to get your thoughts on this because we'll probably see the Void again. But do you think the Void is gonna be Battle World?
That'd be interesting. That'd be cool. I think that'd be cool.
Somebody brought it up. I saw on a stream, and I'm like, yeah, that makes too much sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that'd be cool though.
Yeah, it makes a lot
I
of
think it
sense.
makes and I think it makes a lot of sense too. I think there's good logic there too.
Yeah. I'm just really curious to see how this all plays out. I just hope there's explanations.
Yes. Yes. That is the big thing the MCU is kind of needing right now. Is some explanations.
Because we were supposed to get him. Okay, we're supposed to get him in Loki. We kind of got some in Loki season 1. Multiverse of Madness, we got nothing. And they just said incursion, and then that was it. No Way Home, there was really nothing.
If anything, it confused it more.
Morbius then fucked it up.
Made it even worse. What if made it, in my opinion, even worse?
What if? What happened? What's going on there?
See, what if the title of it should just be "What"? That's it. It should just be the word "what."
I hope Loki season 2 gives us some answers.
I do too. I think I just want to know how the multiverse works.
Yeah, I don't know, right? Because did the multiverse start after Loki season 1? Because I don't think that's right now.
I don't know. I just want to know where in the timeline this shit is supposed to be taking place.
Yeah, it's so confusing. When does Loki season 1 start?
Because if it is a thing where it takes place outside of space and time, then technically it should be the first event that you watch because, it kind of sets up everything. But then you think maybe you should watch it after Avengers 1 or Endgame or after
I would watch
Doctor
it after
Strange.
Endgame.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because quite literally, I think the only projects I would watch, I'd probably watch Loki first.
Yeah.
Then WandaVision.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, WandaVision. Then No Way Home. Then Multiverse of Madness. Then I would watch Quantumania for Kane.
Shit, I would just watch some highlights on YouTube.
Then I'd go Loki season 2, Deadpool, and then whatever else we get. But I just need an explanation of my thing. What I think would be cool is so much time has passed that by the time Loki season 2 ends, Loki will enter the events of the Kane Dynasty.